Haunted banyan trees. Many years ago there was a quiet village called Behag surrounded by green paddy fields on the banks of Yamuna river. The village was as beautiful as it was mysterious. At one end of the village there was a huge banyan tree several ages old. The tree was so large that its roots came down to the ground and took the form of another big tree. Even during the day, there was a strange darkness under the tree. The people of the village used to call the tree, ghostly banyan tree. It was said that all kinds of ghosts lived in that tree. There were Shankchunni, Petni, Brahmadaitya, Nishi, Mamdo Bhoot, Aleya and countless invisible souls. Even if they were silent during the day, their true form was revealed when the night fell. After evening no one went to that tree. Because the people of the village knew that if someone accidentally falls under a tree, then a terrible violence will come down on him. Once in a village Kathur, his name was Gadadhar, he was returning from the nearby forest cutting wood. That day there were dark clouds in the sky. Suddenly it started raining. Gadadhar ran and sat under the banyan tree in search of shelter. He had forgotten the prohibition of the elderly. As soon as we sat under the tree, the surrounding environment changed. The wind stopped. The call of the birds stopped. Suddenly the branches of the tree started to tremble. Gadadhar looked around in fear. Then he saw a woman wearing a white sari hanging upside down from a tree branch. Her hair fell to the ground. He is looking at Gadadhar with red burning eyes. Gadadhar asked in a trembling voice, "Who are you?" The woman suddenly disappeared with a loud laugh. Then the real violence started. On the one hand, the sound of hundreds of people crying, on the other hand, the laughter of children. Sometimes it feels like someone is whispering in his ear, and sometimes it feels like someone is pushing him from behind. Suddenly a huge black shadow emerged from the trunk of the tree. It was Brahmadaitya. The giant roared, "How dare you come and sit in our kingdom?" Gadadhar lost consciousness in fear. The next morning, the people of the village rescued him unconscious under the tree. Even though he regained consciousness, he was not the same as before. He would scream in the middle of the night, talk alone and say that hundreds of ghosts were following him. After that, several people fell victim to the same incident one by one. The people of the village spent their days in fear. Eventually the village elders decided to summon a powerful tantric. After much searching, they got the news of a mighty saint. His name was Mahayogi Trilochannath. It was said that he could subdue the evil spirit through mantra shakti. One evening he came to Behag village. Ochre clothes on, Rudraksh garland in hand, trident on shoulders. The people of the village told him all the incidents. Hearing all this, he said, "The restless spirits accumulated in that tree are living in that tree for many years. They must be released tonight." That night he organized a yajna under a banyan tree. Lamps were lit all around. The flames began to touch the sky. Trilochannath started chanting. Midnight approached. Suddenly the sky turned black. A heavy storm arose. The branches of the tree began to swing like crazy. Then one by one many ghosts came out of the tree. Shankchunni started screaming. The wives started crying. The Mamdo ghost swirled around the fire. Nishi started calling in the familiar voice of people. The whole environment turned into hell. But Trilochannath is silent. He started chanting louder. His voice became increasingly powerful as a thunderbolt. Suddenly a huge Brahmadaitya appeared in front of him. He roared, "This tree is ours. No one can drive us away." Trilochannath closed his eyes and chanted a special mantra. Immediately a bright light circle was created around him. The ghosts started screaming in pain as they touched the light. Brahmadaitya came forward to attack again. Then the saint raised the trident and recited the last mantra. In a moment, the sky was thundered. A strong ray of light surrounded the banyan tree. The ghosts began to disappear one by one like a coil of smoke. Some are screaming, some are crying, some are apologizing. Finally Brahmadaitya was also defeated. He roared for the last time and disappeared. The storm stopped. The sky became clear. For the first time after many years peace came under the banyan tree. As soon as the morning sun rose, the people of the village saw that the face of the tree had changed. Instead of darkness, light has spread there. Birds have nestled again. Trilochannath said, "The evil energy is gone. Now this tree will not harm anyone else." From that day, the people of the village were freed from fear. The haunted banyan tree gradually became a symbol of the village's blessing. But the old people of the village still say that when the wind becomes silent late at night, then a faint whisper is heard from a distance. We are gone, but our story remains. And that story still survives as the most terrible legend of Behag village. The end.